maybe a yellow flag would be the way to say it. So
Yeah.
that's maybe how I'd put it.
Yeah, no, dude, I totally understand, man, for sure. Absolutely, absolutely.
Here, let me throw you on full screen here. Boom.
Well, yeah, I'm loading up the YouTube right now. I need to, once I get OBS, it'll be a little bit easier for me to have like an actual introduction.
Yeah.
But we are mostly live right now.
All right.
Yeah, I need to coordinate so that way I can actually have like an intro. I have somebody working on an intro song for me.
There you go.
Luckily, though, nobody really knows I'm doing this yet, so sharing it, it'll be a little bit easier to get people.
What's it gonna be like? What's the style gonna be?
I guess we'll just talk about your project. You can let me know what you have going on, and then I'll just ask questions and
sure.
We'll just talk about it.
I meant for your intro song. Like, is it gonna be?
Oh, right now this guy's coming up with this pretty cool rap.
Oh, awesome.
For it, yeah. He played. Actually, I'm actually playing somebody else's music too right now in the background because I needed something that I could play that wasn't gonna get,
flagged.
Yeah, I hate that. Like, I mean, I get it, but it's like I'm not trying to make money off it. I just need something cool to listen to.
Yeah. You need me to lay down a flow or?
Hey, I'm down.
Lay down some bars.
Dude, I'm just playing. So the music that I'm playing right now is this guy named Keith. I'm actually gonna try to talk to him about using his beats to make songs. So, dude, if that's your jam, man, I'll definitely hit you up.
No, I'd be embarrassing.
No, it's not, dude. I want somebody to write me a track.
There you go. Yeah, I have
sharing all these, and then we'll get started.
Okay.
But dude, if you got some mad rhymes, man, let's do it. Even if you want to write some, I'll rap it for you.
There you go. I'm probably better at the writing, not the freestyling is not my forte. I could write something if I took some time to do it, but
that's cool. Yeah, I'm gonna try to share this link around. I'll send you the YouTube link, so if you want to share it.
Yeah. I'll drop it into our Telegram and all our socials and
awesome. Boom.
Yeah.
But yeah, people who are watching this, I promise I'll have an actual intro, lined up. But for now, just don't even worry about it. Yeah, I'm gonna share it around, like I said, a few more times, and then we can go ahead and start with like introduction stuff. But I like this, being able to talk to people and talk about different projects because, like I said, it is just easier to get like really good information.
Yeah.
People are doing because there's so many things happening in this space, and everybody's so caught up on just the art aspect of it. Like, oh, I'm a creator, I'm an artist, and I want to sell art, but they don't really think about what they can do with that art.
Yeah, that's right.
Like what you're doing, in your project, you're making this art and creating a utility out of it. And so it's more than just the art. The art is definitely a huge aspect of it, but I want people to see like, hey, look at what we can do with these different ways.
We've addressed that in some of our channels too, that I don't think people realize the utility behind NFTs.
Absolutely.
Art's kind of a low-hanging fruit, and I don't mean that to say it's bad. I mean, like,
no, you're
it's
right.
Great.
It's 100% correct.
It's art is fantastic, and that's why we've tried. That's why, man, I initially reached out to you because I saw you were connected to some quality artists.
Yes, I'm working with some pretty dope artists, and a lot of them I haven't even been able to bring into the limelight because I'm still trying to establish, community and followers and stuff like that. And so I'm just trying to make that balance of selling art, but also being involved in the communities and the event space.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's why I like the opportunity to be able to have people like you so we can talk about various projects and expand that space. So that way if somebody sees and they're like, hey, I want to be involved in that project.
For sure.
Yeah. All right. I'm almost done sharing. I'm sorry, guys. Bear with me. And then I'm going to put the YouTube on my phone so I can keep up with the chats. But I like this aspect. I like the engagement. And my dude has been on hiatus. Ken Bozak, so I've been trying to fill up that space in the Bro community. So any Bros out there, shout out to y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out. Ken will be back at some point. So I appreciate y'all coming to hang out with me. All right. Wow, cool. We're actually almost ready to start. And it's perfectly lined up with the timing. So
Come on.
let's go, let's go. I've got like one more group that I want to share this to, spreading all the love out here in Telegram.
Nice.
And we'll
Hey,
tweet.
send me the link. I'll drop it in our Telegram as well.
I think I sent it to you on Telegram.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I turned it off so that it wouldn't bother me with all the
Oh yeah, yeah. No.
buzzing and
All right. I'm sharing it on Twitter and then Facebook, and then that's it. But I like this. So the music that's playing right now, like I said, is by this dude named Keith, and he's got some pretty mad tracks. So I'm gonna hopefully be able to keep his flow going, so I can have some music on here instead of just all these background noises. Cool, but I appreciate you giving me a second to catch up. Once I get this OBS figured out, it'll be a lot easier for me to get things going and then doing all this in the background.
For sure. Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, that's it. Yeah, I'm done. So whenever you're ready, man, we can just start with like introducing yourself, and I'll start with me. I'm Miggy Crypto, and this is the Kryptic Crypto podcast. Today we are going to talk about Rugpulls, and we know how much everybody loves Rugpulls. You know, getting invested into a project that you semi believe in, and only to find out that they are going to take money and you can't do a thing about it. So here I have this amazing gentleman who's created a project all around that idea and is actually giving people an opportunity to make something out of what they've lost, and he's creating an opportunity and utility out of these rug pull situations. So if you'd like to go ahead and open your project, go for it.
Yeah, bro. Thanks for having me on. For context, for those who are listening, you and I got to connect because we were looking for some really quality NFT artists early on. So we had drawn up some of our own stuff, but we really wanted, if we're going to provide value in any way to people, we wanted it to be like quality art. So, but I'm Emperor Zombatine. I go by EZ. Obviously, it's not my real name, but you can call me EZ for short because it's easy. And our project's called RugZombie. And the first thing you guys are probably going to ask, and that you're going to ask, is like, what's in a name? Because who wants to be a part of a project that has rug in the name? So,
right.
Yeah. So we went back and forth on what to call what we were doing, but RugZombie seems to be pretty accurate to what we're trying to do. So we're trying to take these rugged, hacked, dead scam tokens that people have in their DeFi wallets and bring some kind of value or life out of them. Because what we know in the DeFi sector, at least, is scam pulls or rug pulls and scam tokens are a dime a dozen. And if you don't have one of those in your wallet, it's because you're such a quality investor. You're probably not listening to this podcast. So you don't need us. But for the rest of us, we've all been a part of some kind of, like, my bags are full of Pancake Bunny, Auto Shark. Those weren't rug pulls, they were hacks, flash loan attacks, but that happens to the best of us, right? So we created this project with the idea of giving people value that have been victimized in this way. So we're almost like, we jokingly call ourselves the cleanup crew of the Binance Smart Chain. So like, we come in on the back end and we'll try to make something out of the mess.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. No, that's awesome, man. Like, I love that idea because, it sucks that a lot of people do get heavily invested in these projects, and, a lot of them, unfortunately, invest money that they most likely should not be investing, and only to find out that, the project they invested in was a scam, and they've lost, their life savings or the mortgage for their house or whatever.
Gosh, yeah.
Yeah, and so, like, people are losing real money that they need, and it is sad that we have a lot of people who are trying to take advantage of these situations early on while they can.
Here's the saddest part is it probably takes just as much work to hype up a community enough to take their money as it does to just create something that's worthwhile.
Absolutely, absolutely, and I totally believe that, because I mean that's where I try to explain to a lot of people who are concerned about these things, these scams, also with NFTs, having their art stolen and relisted and sold. I told them
Yeah.
short-lived. They can do it once or twice, but they're basically doing themselves a disservice, and so they can only get away with it so many times before they have people keeping an eye out for them. So
Yeah. Yeah, we started, I actually joined a small community called Rug Warnings. It was just a small Telegram group where people were calling out different rugs that they're facing. And uh, we were just, chatting about different rug pulls and kind of helping people in that small community identify if there was anything going, like, hey, can you look into this contract and tell me what you think? I got somehow found my way into that community, and then the leader of that community, we started talking about this idea, and it was just kind of off to the races after that. We started planning, and we probably had, I can't even tell you how many Telegram chats, Telegram calls that we had over the course of about 6 weeks before we
where
finally started getting this idea to where it is today.
So, what was the first rug pull project that you were working on?
Yeah. So you mean what was the first one that I experienced, or what was the first
Or
one that we started working on?
both. What was the first one you experienced?
Yeah.
And what was the first one where you decided, like, hey, you know what? Let's try to give something back to the people for this.
Yeah. So we kind of there's so many of them
Mhm.
that starting it seems like I find out about a rug pull at least 3 or 4 every single day.
Wow. Wow.
If not more. I'm not in every, they have all the apes and the degens in the crypto space. They've got their Telegram communities where they say, hey, check out this gem. And for them, they experience this a lot because the way that they interact with DeFi is they try to get in super early on these projects. And so they're really exposed to this risk. So I'm sure there's more than 3 or 4 a day, but uh,
Word.
the way that we started was just by identifying some smaller known already rugs. So Viking Swap is a good example of one. That was one of our first. We had 4. We had Viking Swap, Gorilla Yield. What were the other 2? They were all connected. Dragon Farm Finance. So
Yeah.
these were all early projects that they rugged pretty early. Viking Swap was notable because they ended up just saying, "Hey, I think we can't do this project any longer. We're done. So
Mm,
see you later." And they sold their bags and left. And it's really unfortunate, but that's going to happen probably more and more and more, as a lot of the projects that are especially on the Binance Smart Chain, they're not really built around long-term growth or a long-term project. They're simply here to make some early investors some money. And
mhm.
so when the bear market hits, that's going to be tough for a lot of those projects. And I hope it doesn't happen, but I'm wondering how many of those are actually their devs are going to dump their bags and walk away.
Hopefully, not too many.
Yeah, I mean, for us, it's in some ways that gives us more graves to dig. So,
Right.
of course, I don't want anybody to lose to lose money, but it'll put us to work if that happens.
No, absolutely, man. It's like South Park, like it's unfortunate that the country and does so many dumb things, but without it, South Park wouldn't have very much material. So,
Yeah, that's right.
big, it's there. So you're not creating it, but at least you're doing something with it and not just letting it end up in,
Yeah,
black hole of negativity, that at least you can take something from it and recreate it and utilize it in a way. And,
yeah,
that may even not maybe discourage, but maybe discourage, yeah, maybe discourage some people in the future that, when they decide to do these rug pulls, like, well, we're gonna find a way. There, people are gonna find a way to gain out of it, and like you said, the people who are doing it only have that one shot, and so
yeah,
once
that's right.
shot, then that's pretty much it. But it doesn't necessarily mean the people they've screwed over, will also just be sitting in a bad place now that you have what you're doing. You're giving them an
Yeah,
opportunity. It's
Yeah,
something.
it's a priority and kind of a first feature that we're leaning into is restoring value to people that have been victims, but we're also at the same time growing and expanding our own brand. So we recognize that not everybody's going to want to come to us simply because they have been rugged. And our hope would be that I saw this article the other day that said that 30% or a third of users in DeFi don't know what they're doing.
Mhm.
I'm like, man, it's probably higher to be honest, but
Oh,
hopefully as the public gets more educated on how to interact on decentralized finance, they're going to be more they're not going to be getting into a lot of rugs, hopefully. And so we know that for our brand, we're not just trying to to make something fun and cathartic out of a terrible experience, but we're trying to also build a brand in other ways. And so we've got other features coming as well that we won't be we'll be known probably for the place where you can deposit your rugs and get some pretty badass art, but
yeah.
we'll hopefully be known for some other things as well.
No, it's good, and it's definitely, I think at least a great start. That
Yeah.
you'll be doing this, so that way when you do your other projects, people will know like, hey, they did something to help people in a situation where there really is no help.
Yeah,
Then
yeah, I think
once you get
so,
screwed like that, like it's it. You're done. Your money's gone, and
bro. They
nobody
have
can do anything about it.
they have no recourse
Exactly.
because I say this, we're an anonymous team, but we've doxed to one another, but most of these DeFi projects are anonymous teams, and then they're going to go copy and paste the project that they just rugged people on and start a new one and just rinse, wash, and repeat over and over and over again. But people have no recourse if you've been rugged by that, if
Right.
you've been hit by it. So what's cool about NFTs is that not only are we trying to do some quality stuff to where you can, let's say you got rugged by, there was a token, no joke, called Rug Biden, and then they rugged.
Wow.
So that's hilarious. But those users can come over and earn a pretty cool NFT that your boy Zombies did. It's awesome. It's
Zombie, if you're watching, you're amazing, man. Thank you for doing all
yeah,
this work. He is a good guy, man. He's got a lot of cool stuff, and he's definitely got a bit of an imagination. So,
yeah, he's talented, bro. But it's a great piece. But not only is it cool looking and it's just a great like collectible to have in your wallet, but we're developing features along the way. We've got some merchandising and some gaming stuff coming up that all of our NFTs are going to have a use in those economies and in those ecosystems. And
that's all.
then with that, we're also going to have a secondary market. And if you think about it, if you're playing a game, I don't know if you'd ever played like trading card games like
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh,
Pokemon.
all that.
Yeah.
So imagine a game like that. That's where our heads are at.
Yeah.
And that's going to be, people might be able to get a lot of value by buying, trading, and selling these NFTs because of the utility that they have. So I don't even think a lot of our users in Telegram and people that hold our token quite understand how important it is to have some of these NFTs coming up. So
Yeah, no, I really like what you've done, man. Like, I think that's a brilliant idea because it's just more utility created from something that, like I said, would essentially be just a pit, a black hole of nothingness. That now you've
yeah,
taken nothingness and made something from it, and brought it into the NFT space, which like everybody loves NFTs right now.
yes, they do. And I think that trend is only growing. I really do think that we're just seeing the beginnings of how NFTs can be used. And I wish I could get into some of the ideas that we have on like the merchandising and the retail side, but I just can't quite
Right.
yet because we're kind of in early development on that. But I think it's some of the stuff we're planning. And I hate to be this guy that's like, I'm going to tell you something, but not really tell you anything at all.
Yeah.
But stick around and watch because some of the things that we're planning to do with retail,
Mhm.
I don't think I've ever seen done in crypto before.
Cool. Okay.
And yeah, it's going to be all centered around NFTs. So we're really pumped about it. Uh, Part of the reason we haven't launched a lot of those features is we're kind of like I say this a lot in our community, like fire bullets, not cannonballs.
Right.
So we kind of like to shoot something out, see how it lands, and then we're
Mhm.
like, all right, let's go in all in on this. This seems like a like a good fit. So we're kind of slowly teasing out some of our newer features.
That's cool. No, that's good, man. I think you got to keep it low key for now until you're organized and ready to launch, because you'd hate to put something out there and then not be able to deliver because some
Yeah.
last minute changes. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And that happens all the time. We live in a world where everything is pretty dynamic, not very much is static. So until you're actually launching, who knows what could
Yep.
change.
Yeah. Under promise and over deliver. That's the name of the game. Like,
Exactly.
that
No,
keeps everybody happy.
I definitely feel that for sure.
Yeah.
Cool, man. So is there like any sites or anything that you want me to check out that you have going on, or is everything just still kind of being worked on?
No, we're live, bro. Our
Okay.
token's already set up. We're on the Binance scam chain, I mean smart chain. So we joke it's called the scam chain because
Nice.
that's where all the rugs are. But it's RugZombie.io.
Wasn't say, do you want me to give you the share screen ability so you can show us?
I'll just drop it in the chat real quick
Okay, perfect. Yeah,
for
yeah,
you.
yeah. And
Yeah.
I'll share it around. Yeah, awesome. I'll check it out here.
Yeah, we're live. Currently, our liquidity is on PancakeSwap because that's where everybody starts. We're exploring alternatives. We're talking with a few market makers. We're also considering launching our own AMM. Mostly, some of that's security related. We're not trying to compete with Pancake or ApeSwap or anything like
Right.
that. So,
That's
uh,
cool.
yeah, but our liquidity's on Pancake right now, and we're still young. We launched about 3 weeks ago.
Wow.
And I was really impressed. We don't look at least I don't look at the charts every day on our token price.
Mhm.
A lot of devs, like when you're building stuff, you kind of forget about the price action stuff.
Yeah.
But I looked at our charts recently, and I was actually quite happy because we didn't have this giant spike. You have your initial run up where everybody's super excited, and then everybody starts, people that were in it just to get the high yields
Mhm.
on your farms early, they've dumped. But I'd say our chart looks really good too, so I'm happy about that.
That's cool. Yeah, I'll pull it up here. I'm gonna share the screen.
Yeah.
So what's the token called again? The
It's
actual
called
token?
Zombie, ZMBE.
Nice. That's cool,
Yeah.
man. I definitely would love to be more involved. I like what you have going on. So it's cool to get at least see this project, because not a lot of people really even realize it. Like I said earlier, that this is going on. Cool. And
Yeah.
it's RugZombie.io.
.io. Yeah,
Nice.
and this is just a fun one. If you maybe I'll let you organize it, bro, but if you've got one of your viewers, maybe you can just kind of select somebody at random and get their wallet address, and just for fun I'll airdrop them some zombie for
Nice.
um,
That's cool. Heck yeah.
why not? We're
For sure, man. Yeah,
yeah,
let me know. I would definitely love to get some of this coin as well. This is pretty cool, man. I do
yeah.
dig how it's set up.
So that's just our front page on like how to buy, but if you launch the app, you'll be able to see. So whoa, that's meta, bro. I'm seeing YouTube.
Yeah. I had to move that out of the way. Bam, there we go. So
If
this
you
is
go
my
to
zombie. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, that's just telling people how to buy. But if you go to our app, go to launch app, you'll see some of our stuff here. So we call them graves, because
Mhm.
essentially what you're doing is, if you've got a rugged project, you're depositing that token in the grave, and zombies are coming out of it. So you're getting a yield in zombie. And on top of that, you're going to mint an NFT after a certain amount of time. So if you click the drop down on any one of those, you'll see what the NFT looks like, and they all look really cool. The first one is basic, so don't do that one. Maybe do
Where's that? Is zombies on here?
yeah, do Rug Biden.
Where Biden? Where's that?
Go up.
Oh, did I see? Oh, I see it.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so cool. I can't wait. Oh, nice. So
Isn't
I
that
actually got to hook them up with the artist that made this. Yeah.
isn't that just haunting?
Yeah.
That will give you nightmares.
No, that's so cool to like actually get to see it, like because I was there, as he was making it and we were doing
Right.
the swapping and stuff, and it's cool to witness it, and like here it is as the NFT on the site. That's cool, man. Yeah, I'll definitely have to get with you and to walk me a little bit more through this site so I can get involved? Because this looks great, man. Like I think it's a very clean setup.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the DeFi 100. So how many other
Yeah.
people? Oh, nice. That's cool. Let's check out some other artists. So how many artists are you working with currently?
We've got 4 that we kind of they're more or less our go-tos. Your boy Zombies is one of them. Just Joshin, you can see his stuff on. Oh, the guy you're on right now, Auto Shark, is Dead Tunnel Rat. He's fantastic.
I might have to have you hook me up with some of these artists so I can get some
Yeah,
work.
man. He's kind of big time. So right now he's got like some big projects. So he's like, hey, I can't work with y'all for the next like 3 weeks. I'm like, oh man. My name is Merle. I thought that was a clever name.
Oh,
So
this one. Wow.
uh, that's just Josh, and he's like our in-house guy. He started working with us, and I was just so impressed because he does mostly stills.
Dude,
And
please hook me up with him because
yeah, bro.
there's some artwork I'm trying to get done. Nifty Wizard Guides, anybody in the Dust community, if you're watching, I'm gonna make an NFT or I'm gonna make some art just so that way y'all will make me a dust enhancer or something.
Yeah, I'll hook you up with him. But he's like our in-house guy. He's great, man. And actually, what's funny is he's not like he's not a crypto power user. He's just an artist, man, like
Mhm.
through and through.
Yeah,
All right, so some of this Dragon Farm finance, some of these were our early like concepts.
that's cool.
So they're not quite as quality,
No,
but
it's fun though. It's nice to see the different variety, like the different types of NFTs. Like they don't all have
yeah,
to be, like the best, highest quality 3D, like whatever. It just even
yeah,
something fun, just like applicable and fun. Like I think it's a cool mix.
yeah, we like it too. And so we kind of the way we rate them is if we look at the quality of the art, and honestly some of how much we're paying the artist matters as well on
Mhm.
how we classify it, if it's rare, uncommon, or common. We're also taking into account uh, the severity of that rug pull or hack. So there's a variety of things, but more or less, most of the grapes we've listed so far are rare. So they're going to take longer. So in order to get that like rug Biden, you're not only going to have to stake in that grave and like have rug Biden in your wallet, you're going to have to stake zombie for like 30 days.
Mm.
So um, it's cool because people are earning a yield and they're also getting the NFT at the same time. So it's kind of a win-win.
No, absolutely. So how do you go about purchasing the NFTs?
Yeah, so we mint them ourselves
Uh-huh.
because we are, like as I had mentioned, we're doing some things with the NFTs
Right.
for some like gaming and things like that. But so far, it's been mostly, like when I contacted you, it was, hey, do you got anybody that would want to do this? And we try to pay them up front
Mhm.
because I didn't know this, but I learned this quickly. There's a lot of scams in the NFT world, and I had no idea about that.
Right.
So
No, absolutely. Even amongst just, working with other people, like I
yeah,
trust in me. And I know it definitely took some trust on our end to be like, hey, we'll give you this art and then get paid for it. So like, no,
yeah.
you're great, man. Like I appreciate that
So
relationship you're able to build.
yeah. So usually what we'll do is we'll reach out, and then if the art is we'll kind of go back and forth with the artist, and so far it's been like just thumbs up, like that looks amazing. And
I have
then
somebody in the chat that said, bro, what if this zombie airdrop is a rug? He's rug pulling on with the rug.
well, you don't have to take it.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Um, maybe exclude him from the
yeah.
no,
Yeah.
I'm playing. So people do need to watch out though, because there are some scams where people have
Mhm.
airdropped. Like everybody's seen that there's like what is it? There's one in everybody's wallet right now that in order to sell it, you have to like go to their website and buy more or something. So you just got to watch out for stuff like that. Um, yeah, it's hard because anytime there's a useful feature like airdropping zombie to people is a great useful thing. Projects have done that before, but scammers got a scam, so they're going to find a way to do that and turn something that could have been cool into a problem.
Right.
So, but what I was saying was, so most of our artists, what they'll do is they'll work on it, and then they'll send like a low res file or a watermarked file. And I think this is a great way to do it, and that we get to see it a little bit. And then if we like what we're seeing, we'll send them the payment, and then they'll send us the file. and then we're minting it. So we do have some. We haven't got cross this bridge, which we will when we get there, I'm sure. Like some of the gaming stuff, like their NFTs are going to pop up in the game. So that's really cool.
No, awesome, man. That's definitely a utility that a lot of us talk about.
Yeah.
That is important. To have your NFTs, be gamified if by
Yeah.
chance you actually have something fun you could do with it.
And
Um,
the cool part is the metadata in the NFTs as well. We've linked the metadata to every one of our artists. So if you go look up the information on the back end of the artist, you're going to find it's all connected to their Instagram, their Twitter, all that stuff.
That's cool. I have somebody, my dude Sound Genie, is asking if you guys did KYC with Rug Doctor.
No, so we have a fun story about Rug Doctor. We had just launched, and in our Telegram chat, somebody asked about Rug Doctor, and I had never heard of it. So I was like, "No, we're probably not going to do anything with them," because I had just never heard of it. But then somebody from their team jumped into our Telegram, and they said, "Hey, let's talk. We'd like to, chat." So we got in a chat with them, and they were offering, like a package to kind of audit and do stuff. And I said, hey, well, like we just dropped money on our tech rate audit, so we're not looking to do that right now, but maybe in the future. And they said that they had anybody can submit for a review. So we said, yeah, let's do it. And they said, well, somebody from your community already did. And then like literally the next day, they were on Twitter saying that we'd be rugging people, because there's a code feature called a migrator code that essentially what it is to when you get you're gonna watch this, or you just
Oh,
loading
I
that
was
up?
just pulling it up for now. Yeah, you can go ahead. I don't even honestly.
So
I'm having trouble with like the audio coming out, so I'm gonna check it out after you're done talking. But
okay. Well, the moral of the story is we have a migrator code that's not locked yet. Devs are working on it, but that's been used to pull the rug on people in the past. And so I think we're giving them the benefit of the doubt that they were just trying to warn people about risks, and we're all for that. So so we didn't KYC with them or anything like that. I don't think they were super happy with some of the risk there, but we are KYC'd with BlockPass, if you know about them. I had to do that for some kind of press release stuff with some other publications, and then we're slowly making all of our contract developers KYC with BlockPass as well. So we're trying to do our best. And the migrator code thing, we didn't even really consider that initially because I've said this before, but scammers going to scam. So
absolutely.
If it's not a migrator code, what they'll do is they'll lock the migrator code. Well, then they'll do what's called a honeypot. And then if it's not a honeypot, maybe what they'll do is they'll remove the migrator code. And so then what they do instead is they fill their developer wallets with a bunch of tokens, and then they just pull a soft rug. So to me, a lot of that is just smoke and mirrors. If people are planning to scam you, they're going to find a way.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but our devs are actively talking about doing a custom time lock on our migrator code for people that are interested in that or concerned about it. And then I would honestly just say, if you're that worried about it, maybe probably don't get into that project. So if you're concerned about that with our project, maybe stay on the sidelines until we've earned your trust.
Right, absolutely.
So,
that's cool, man. No, but I think that gives you a good opportunity to show people, that you guys are for real.
Yeah, we're working on it. We're debating because there is some usefulness to that feature that we have to keep in mind as well. We're about development first, and maybe the perception second.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
but that's good. I mean, that's how it should be. I mean, that's definitely something I've been working on, building a foundation of, community followers and stuff like that, because it is important.
Yeah. I hope that didn't come out. We love, as I looked more into what RugDoc is doing, love what they're doing. Like they're trying to provide risk assessment for people in DeFi. So nothing but love there. It felt icky to us at the time. It felt like there was some kind of slide against us, but honestly, I think they're just trying to do the world a favor. So I got no issues with that.
Right. Yeah. No, and like you said, yeah, it means it checks, and you guys check out, so that's at least a good test that for y'all, you know what I mean, to show people like, hey, we are legitimate.
Yeah.
Uh, that's cool, man. I definitely dig it, and I guess I don't know if the audio is gonna play on here because I've been having issues with it playing
Yeah.
like on YouTube. Like I can hear it on my end, but for some reason it won't show up on the on the stream. So I'm gonna see if I can play it and play with the audio.
Yeah.
If not, then people can. I'll just drop the link. But I don't know if anybody can hear it. For some reason, it has not been like you can't hear it for some reason when I share the screen. This is concerning the wonderful, tremendous, fantastic project Rug. Because you can't hear it, right?
I can hear it.
Oh, okay. Then maybe it's working.
Cryptocurrency. This project RugZombie has come along. It's absolutely huge. We're draining the swamp.
This is good, man. It's real good.
There's a lot. There really is a lot. Lots of fake ones.
Y'all heard from the man himself, Donald Trump. But it's cool, man. I like that.
Merlin Lab, Defy 100. These are true scam tokens. And our platform is attempting to restore value to users by issuing them unique art pieces, tremendous in the form of NFTs, which is tremendous.
He has like no idea what he's talking about.
That's cool that y'all did this.
It really is unbelievable. We are making crypto great again. Believe me.
I like that. That's good, man. That's a good video.
Yeah, it's the real POTUS too. That's not a deep fake or anything.
What? No way.
No, I'm just messing with you.
Hey, I believe it, man. With these setups, it's hard to even tell. You know what I mean?
Right?
Like,
it's so good. We found that guy on one of those like Cameo or Memo, one of those apps, and I was like, oh, I got to do this. So
that's great, man. And I'd love the site. It looks great.
Thanks,
very
brother.
Simple, but it looks it's very well done.
Thanks, man.
Join the Telegram, you guys. So definitely go to rugzombie.io if you're interested in this project, and I'll definitely follow a video with you as you continue on with this project.
Yeah, bro.
Letting me be involved, and I definitely would like to be more involved and stake some NFTs and get some zombie rug. So anybody who's been involved in any of these rug pools, you have an opportunity to use your coins that are in this project and farm for an actual coin that you can utilize. So
yeah,
definitely get with it, man. Like it's such a good project. That's a great way to give back to the community and also get something for yourself. So it's a total win-win situation.
Yeah, and you see that suggest a grave. So if there's a rug that you just fell for, and we need to list it, you can list it with us. So if you go down, there's a form, you're able to fill it out and let us know what those are. So we're currently working. So because anybody in the community can submit a token to be reviewed as a rug, we're not like displaying those community requested ones yet because we don't want a live project to just get some heat or some bad press because somebody in their community is angry. So we're trying to be thoughtful about it. But yeah, if
look at all these projects so far. Oh my God. And you said there's like 2 or 3 a day that you're seeing.
Oh. Yeah. What's hard, that the thing that we're weighing is some of these communities are really small, so the people that get rugged on them, there's not really that many, but they would make awesome NFTs. And so what we're finding is that, not that we recommend this, but people are like actually going to the open market and like buying those projects just so they can get the NFT.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know that I'd recommend that behavior in general. Like I can't stop you from doing that.
Right.
But we will be, there are some workarounds to that. So we are working on some ways for people to get access to those graves. I can't say more than that. I'm being coy, but we're working on it. So at the very least, people, if they've never been rugged or they don't have a grave here that they were a part of, they can at least stake in our main RugZombie grave. So they don't have to have any rugs in their wallet for that one.
That's cool, man. I actually have a project in mind that I was recently just about to get involved with. As soon as I started, I found it and I started to get involved. Apparently, it crashed. Now,
Oh,
for the people that were involved in the project, they're on the end that they feel it was a rug pull. But
yeah.
but according to the actual creator and guy, and the owner of it, he just, I don't know, the project didn't work, and so he just cut it off. And a lot of people did lose out, but I have a lot of people who are sitting on a lot of coin that has no utility, nothing to do with,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to find a way to revive that for them because I wanted. So I'll go ahead and tell you. So I don't know if you know, but we had our event funded, and founder Ken Bozak, my bro, he created Shitcoin 2021, which I was one of the head organizers for. We had that
Nice.
the same week of Bitcoin conference, and we did it in tandem with the Bitcoin conference because we found that even within the Bitcoin community, there is a lot of bias and gatekeeping, especially with the
Sure.
Bitcoin maximalists, their ideals of Bitcoin being ultimate and the only one of viability, which we know is not true. And it is important to highlight other projects and also make it available for the community to participate in. So we held our own called Shitcoin 2021, where we talked about everything that wasn't Bitcoin and NFTs. And so recently, I found I found out that there was a coin created called Shitcoin, and so I reached
Of
out to
course there was.
him. Oh, shout out to Dingleberries, Bundy, my bro here. He's in Maui with Ken Bozak and my friends. But anyways, so I reached out to them because I was like, hey, we have to have your coin be a part of our event because you have shitcoin, we have shitcoin event. We
Yeah.
need this coin, to be our coin because it was already developed, already out there, already 90% of the work was done. Well, a couple weeks later, like I said, everything fell apart. So I will reach back out to some of the people who are in that group. Uh, I might let the creator know, like, hey, I'm gonna put your coin in this project. If you're really done with it, then we're gonna throw it in this rug pool project. Because no matter what, the end result was that
Yeah.
it's rug pool. You know what I mean? No matter why it was, doesn't matter. The fact is now there's a lot of people holding a lot of coin that has no use. So I think that would be a cool coin to add to it. Because I know for a fact there are people, and I have art and stuff that could already be used to, be done in the space as well. So
Yeah. Man, that's another one. We didn't even get into that of like projects that just die. Not everything's intentional.
absolutely, and that's 100%. Like some rug pulls are just somebody tried something and got a lot of people to believe in it, and
Yeah.
unfortunately couldn't see it all the way through, or
Yeah.
whatever reason something held them back. And from what I understand, most of the problem is liquidity.
Yeah.
Liquidity is always the issue, right? Like
Yeah.
you
So
have
we
money to put into your coin, then
we have one that we're going to be listing, I think, early next week called Thunderswap. And I was actually in Thunderswap and I actually was up on it. Like I was doing great. And I managed my risk. I was able to get back my initial position. But they were one of those projects that you're talking about that they didn't do great. Part of it was they tried to compete with PancakeSwap and their emissions were going out of control. So their supply of their tokens was kept growing and growing, but people were not buying it. So the token price just kept going down and down and down and down. So but the devs, he was a good dude. It was his first project. He was trying his best and ultimately it just failed. And I think he lost face a little bit with the community, so he stopped kind of interacting in the Telegram. So I actually reached out to him and said, "Hey, can we list Thunderswap?" And he said, "Yes, but please don't call it a rug pull. I was not trying to hurt anybody." And
right.
so I said, "We can do that. I'm not gonna like I'm going to take you at your word and assume the best about you, but we're still going to list it because it's totally a dead project now."
Absolutely,
So
exactly, because it's exactly what you're showing is that, hey, here's these projects that people had invested in, and they're sitting on these coins that are now essentially worthless.
yeah,
That they put real money in.
yeah,
Real money went into these projects.
that's right.
So like they're on their end, they're receiving nothing. So no matter how why it happened. It's just the fact that it did happen. And so now,
Yeah.
I think what you got is totally cool, man. I'm
Yeah.
joining your Telegram group right now.
Oh, nice. Yeah, as you can see, we're small, so we're not.
You're bigger than mine. You got 658. You're growing.
Well, as far as these kinds of projects go, we are still growing. So we called our launch more or less you have to click that zombie on button, I think.
Oh, that's what I did. Nothing to do. Oh wait, it says until 3:41. So I have 1 minute.
Oh yeah. That's to prevent. We're against the bots.
Yeah, no, I like that. I mean, that
Zombies
is
versus
another
robots.
issue that we're seeing right now is that bots galore in this space, man.
Yeah, and even some of the people, even some of the Telegram channels that have like 10,000 users, you're like, wow, this is a huge project. Guarantee you at least half are bots.
Yep, it's crazy, and it sucks. Like,
yeah,
being taken over, and like the people who are creating all these bots, like, what the hell, man? Like, why?
They're selling a service. I've had people approach us and say, we'll give you bots to join your Telegram group and like pump it up and all that. And I'm like, we're just not interested.
Yeah, because they don't do. They're pointless. Like
they're pointless, and everybody knows. Like everybody knows that those are a bunch of bots.
Yep.
So it doesn't really do anything for us. Those are our docs.
Yeah, I got to figure out all this pancake swap. It's crazy because I've been in the crypto space for 10 years now, and I still have yet to get involved with pancake swap, sushi swap, all these swapping places, and do any of these because I've just decided at one point in time to just stay away from everything that was not listed on Coinbase, to just kind of hang tight,
You're gonna get less. You're not gonna get rugged that way.
Oh, absolutely.
Bro.
No,
so how are you gonna get a grave with us if you're not? I'm just playing.
I know, but that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, freak. Now I need to start like checking out these new projects. So I can have a coin to invest, or even just find a way to buy these coins that are dead, and then that way I can stake them in your.
Not recommended, but you can.
I know this is not financial advice. Do not go buy coins from a dead project. I don't even. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know if that's possible. But
it is.
Is it because they're still out there, right? It's just
So they're actually, what happens is like, a project like Gorilla Yield, they locked their liquidity and renounced the contract. So the developer who made it can't change anything about the contract, and the liquidity is already locked, so they can't access it. So it will always be there, and it will always have some residual value in it, simply due to that fact.
Okay. That makes sense, because there's something there and there's a certain amount of it.
Right. But you're right. There's not a lot of volume or trading action happening. So what happens is you have to set the slippage sometimes on the, you have to set slippage, and what ends up happening is you have to set it extremely high just to get it. So I don't recommend it. I mean, if you're going to buy like one and it costs you like half a penny, like maybe who cares? But I generally just don't recommend it.
Oh my God, I just realized this whole time I've not been using the mic. Have I sounding okay? Do I sound okay to you?
Yeah, you sound great, man.
I'm about to plug it in. Okay, it's on. How do I sound now?
I mean, honestly, it sounds the same.
Okay, cool. I guess, yeah, that was kind of pointless. But no, that's cool, man. I definitely appreciate this project, and I do want to explore more of it. Looks like you're doing all the right.
Uh-oh, I lost you.
Rugpulls, man.
There you are.
Oh, now can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you. I got you back.
Hello?
Yeah, you're there.
I think it was the mic just finally activating.
Gotcha.
But yeah, dude, I like this. And I was saying, how funny would it be, if it was like rug pull of rug pulls, like what is that? But this is cool, man.
We're cleaning it up.
Yeah, you're doing some cool things. And so anybody out there, I guess, so what wallet address do you need for the airdrop? We'll give some.
It needs to be BEP20. So that's the Binance Smart Chain. That's the chain we're on right now. So a little bit of undercover information that I think this might be the first time this has been made public, but we are looking at going cross-chain to other chains, but right now we're on Binance. That's a whole thing to try and move over to Polygon or to Phantom or one of those networks. So it's a consideration, but no like set plans. So if they have a BEP20 wallet, we'll need that wallet address, and then send me yours as well, and drop
You
you
said it's
guys.
on the Binance Smart Chain?
That's right. Yeah.
Honestly, I don't even know if I have a wallet for that. I have a MetaMask
There you
wallet.
go.
So
Yeah.
what would I need to do to send you a wallet? Like I said, I've been doing this for 10 years, but I still have yet to actually engage in anything like this because I've just been staying away, like from all this stuff.
Yeah. So for MetaMask, it's defaults to Ethereum network. So what you'll need to do is add a custom network, which would be, and you can Google that, like you can just type in add Binance Smart Chain to MetaMask, but it's going to require you to enter a few points of data. And you can honestly just copy and paste it in there. And then once it's set up, that wallet address is a new wallet on the Binance Smart Chain.
Okay,
cool. So it's not, in MetaMask though, I'd just say, bro, be careful, because if you're like trying to send stuff from your Ethereum wallet, and you have the network wrong, like maybe you're on your Binance wallet and you're like, you can lose funds that way. So you just always want to double check. But if you get it set up, let me know and I'll.
Cool. Yeah, no, I'll definitely do that for sure. So anybody out there, if you do have my screen went out for a minute. I just realized that.
No, you're good.
That's crazy. But I guess, yeah, if you have a wallet for this, drop your wallet and we'll send you some zombie coin. But yeah, man, this was awesome. I appreciate you doing this. This was kind of a last minute thing, and I'm glad we were able to get together on this.
Me too. Yeah, and at some point, I don't know if we need to do this like right after, but just for all your listeners and watchers, we are planning to do an NFT contest where the top 3 winners are going to be auctioned off on our platform, and it's going to be a lot of fun. The theme of the first one is I'll just give you 3 words and you can kind of put it together: Titan Finance, Mark Cuban,
wow,
and Zombie. So that's kind of the theme. And the second one would be Trevon James.
Okay.
So if your listeners know anything about those, they'll get a sense for what we're going to try and do. But we've got some fun NFTs that we plan to launch on the auction.
That's cool. Yeah. So anybody out there, if you heard that, definitely hit me up and let me know, and I'll get you connected, and we'll have some fun. No, I definitely appreciate you doing this, because I really liked what you had going on, but now that I've actually had a chance to see it and hear it more in depth, like I like it even more. Like I liked the initial idea when you first told me, but now that you have the site and all this stuff up, it's just like I'm really digging it, man. And I definitely am happy to be a part of it. So yeah, dude, this is cool, man. Is there anything else that you want to share, or like anything else you'd like to talk about? I know you have you have to go in like 10 minutes? Is that?
Yeah, I've got another meeting here in a bit with potentially. I would just maybe say go and check out the NFTs. I think right now that's the kicker for me, is like, I think if you go check out the NFTs we have, you're going to want to be a part of what we're doing.
Right. And then that's back on the site, right? RugZombie.io.
Yeah. You can just go open the app there. I'd also say, like, don't sleep on all the new features that we've got coming. Like, I think people will be surprised at how cool it's going to be. But yeah, we're friendly. People can join our Telegram chat. Maybe that's the thing I'll end with. It's like, we're pretty open, and we try to be around and present and talkative. So if people have questions, they can always come ask, and we're happy to help.
Awesome, man. I'm going to show your site one more time. And again, if you want to just say the name of your project and your pseudonym again, so people can remember who you are.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, our project's called RugZombie. We are bringing your rug tokens back from the dead. And I'm Emperor Zombatine, but you can call me Easy for short. That works for me.
I like that. Well, thanks, Easy, man. This is cool. Like I said, I really am digging it, and I'm happy that I'll have the opportunity to share it with everybody out there. So cool. Until the next one, I'll definitely do a follow-up video with my man here, and we'll keep you updated to how this project is going. And again, there is a contest going on with these NFTs. So any artists and creators, hit me up and I'll get you connected, and we'll help bring the dead back to life. Um,
Come on.
yeah, that's so cool, bro. Thank you so much, man.
Yeah,
All right,
dude.
appreciate it, dude.
All right, bro. I'm gonna hop off and take a quick break before my call.
Yeah, do your thing, man, and then I'll just hit me up when you can, and we'll go from there.
Sounds good, man.
Cool. Well, thank you. All right, y'all. Thanks a lot. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And we'll be back later with some more from Kryptic.